God bless you all. So today into this lecture, we are going to discuss about a very relevant topic of our UPSC Civil Services, that why PSIR, Political Science and International Relation, is the best optional, is one of the finest option for the UPSC CSE. It doesn't mean that I teach the political science and international relations, so I'm backing this option that it is the one of the finest option. There are many good options into the UPSC Civil Services like public administration, geography, history. But in my viewpoint, and according to a lot of people, those who are the veterans of the this examination, and according to thousands of aspirants, why this option is considered at best. And today we will also be able to understand that what is the exact syllabus of the this political science and international relation, and how it overlaps with the subject of GS. Without wasting a minute, let's start with this. That what is this option? See, firstly, we need to understand what is the structure of this option. Paper 1 divided into two parts, part 1 or part 2, and paper 2, part 1 and part 2. So let's see about this. This is paper 1, part A or section A. This is called as PTIP, Political Theory and International Politics. Okay. So majorly this portion you may say about the, generally the students used to get offensive with this portion, because they say that, sir, this portion is completely filled with the theories, scholars, philosophers, and this is like boring because this is the actual political science. But this is only this part. The rest of the part will be very much satisfactory for you. In this part, you will discuss about the political theory, theories of state, liberal theory, the neoliberal theory, Marxist, pluralist, post-colonial. What is the concept of justice? Like you study into the Indian polity and constitution, justice in a 2-line, 5-line, 10-line, equality, rights. Here you will study the justice, equality and rights as a subject, as a concept. Similarly, the democracy, concept of power, political ideologies. Now this becomes a major and the most relevant part of the paper 1, part A or section A, that is the Indian political thought as well as the Western political thought. This is the most important part into this. So after this, we are having the paper 1, part B or section B. This is IGP. Okay. That is the Indian government and politics. So we are going on this part. I think so all of you have understood paper 1, part 2. Okay. So this is, we have discussed about the part 1. Now we are heading towards the part 2 IGP. Okay. This is the paper 1. Now, if you see this topic, like we are having political strategies of India's struggle for freedom, constitutionalism, non-cooperation, civil disobedience, this is completely a part of your modern history. So here your topic of political science overlaps with the subject of GS. All right. Now from here, from making of the constitution, please see the second point. I request to all the aspirants, from the making of the constitution till the topic of interstate dispute. This is completely Indian polity and constitution. So you need not to study this part. You understood? Please again listen to me. Making of the, this is paper 1, part B or section B, IGP, Indian government and politics. From the topic of the making of the constitution till interstate dispute. This is completely what? This is Indian polity and constitution. So here, this is the overlapping part with the GS. So it becomes very much easy. You just do not have to read this part. If your Indian polity and constitution is strong, you can skip this part. That is the paper 1, part B. Then this, some portion is of the economics, some portion is of the internal security, and some are the general topics. So majorly, please listen to me. We have to give our extra efforts only in the paper 1, part A or section A. I think so you are clear with that. Now we are heading towards the other part, that is the paper 2. Now this is paper 2. I think so all of you are clear that where we are moving. Now we are heading towards this one, paper 2, part 1 and part 2. All right. So kindly see about this fastly. Now here comes your paper 1, paper 2, part A or section A, CPIR. What is CPIR? Comparative Politics and International Relations. This is one of the most interesting part. Paper 2, part A and part B, or part 1 or part 2 are highly and relevantly interesting because this is completely IR. So here the student will came to know about what are the nuclears, what is the Cold War, how USA became the superpower, rise of the US hegemony, then unipolarity, bipolarity, Cold War world order, how IMF came into the existence, WTO, GATT, economic trades, Then Indo-Afghan, Indo-US, Indo-China, what are the disputes, how we have overcome them, what is Quad, what are the contemporary relation, each and everything you will be studying over here. And just understand about this. Earlier you have seen that the entire political science and international relation in the paper 1 part B, it has covered your Indian polity. Here it will cover your IR. That is the complete IR. So you don't have to just think about IR that where we are lacking, because already you are just a researcher of the political science, so you will be having a very broad knowledge. So comparative politics you will study about, state in comparative perspective. These are general topics. From here your major syllabus will start. What is this topic is about? Changing international political order, bipolarity, arms race, Cold War, nuclear threat, American hegemony, what is NAM, non-aligned movement, okay. Then evolution of the international economic system, Bretton Woods to WTO, all right, UN, regionalized EU, all the regional as well as the international organizations, SARC, ASEAN, BIMSTEC, SCO, BRICS, okay, OPEC, G7, then G20, all are studied into this. Then contemporary global concern. Then we are moving towards the paper 2 part B or section B, that is IW. This stands for India and the world. So majorly this is just similar to that like the SARC, free trade area, look east policy, river disputes, USA, EU, China, Russia, that I've already told you. So these are the major topics that you will be studying into the political science and international relation. So what I want to explain you into this lecture, that how many subjects are being overlapped into the political. That's why the political science and international relation is one of the finest options for the UPSC CSE. We respect other options also, because I teach one more option, that is public administration. But in this is my perspective, that it is one of the finest options. So you may go with this. This is quite easier for all of you. So I'm very much thankful to all of you for listening to me. God bless you all.